Listen, I know I'm late to this, and yes, I'm still recovering from the flu that I talked about in the last episode with Totoro, but can we still talk about Matilda the Musical? Hello, darlings, and welcome to Performance Perspective, where we talk about different shows and then we share our perspectives. Now, it could be on stage or on the television. If you're new, my name is Care Darling, and if you enjoy talking about shows and musicals, then don't forget to subscribe because we are talking about Matilda the Musical. Matilda came out November 25th in the UK, and no, I didn't watch it when I was out there because I wanted to give a real-time reaction, which you can see on my TikTok, Care Off Book. The movie musical came out on Netflix December 25th, and overall, I think it was received well. I even enjoyed it. Now, to be perfectly fair, there will be spoilers in this episode, so I do recommend go ahead to Netflix and watch it, and then when you're done, come back here so then we can talk about it. Okay? I think that's a fair warning. When I went to watch Matilda the Musical on Netflix, I knew I was going into it blindly. Have I seen the musical that came out in the West End 2011 or Broadway 2013? No. Have I listened to the soundtrack? No. Did I even read the book? No. But you know what I did watch was the movie that came out in 1996 with Danny DeVito. He not only played the role of Mr. Winwood, who is the father of Matilda, but he's actually one of the producers. I owned the movie on VHS and I would watch it all the time, but then mysteriously it disappeared. And I have a feeling it was because my mom at some point saw it and went, I think this is inappropriate for kids, and my sister and I have a age gap, so I think she just kind of took it. But then my sister watched Legally Blonde, so whatever. Anyways, and I'd love to know your thoughts because there was one thing in the musical that I felt was missing, and it was that Emma Thompson as Miss Trunchbull wasn't scary. Again, when watching the musical, I enjoyed the cinematography, the story had a good pace, and I felt the music helped propel the story versus, you know how some songs are created so the lead can do a costume change? You know what I mean? It just fills the space. Anyways, Emma Thompson comes on as the sadistic headmistress, and I felt myself more sad for her rather than scared. The way Thompson portrayed the character was with more emotions. For example, the chocolate cake with Bruce. When he finishes the cake, everyone cheers, and in the musical, she is embarrassed and humiliated by Matilda, while in the movie, she is pissed and actually breaks the glass on his head to make the kids stop cheering. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Emma Thompson as an actress, but I felt like this musical was pushing and trying to convince us that she's terrifying, which then made me upset because they had to change her physically to what they thought was scary, which is being overweight, crooked yellow teeth, and have a big nose. Here comes the spoiling moment. In the musical, Matilda is very imaginative and shares a story to Mrs. Phelps about a couple in a circus who wanted a child but had no luck. So they were about to perform the most dangerous stunt but made an announcement that the wife was pregnant. It was exciting until the evil stepsister said they have to do the stunt because of the contract. Right away I thought to myself, the evil stepsister doesn't look right. And I was right because this is the actress that played the role. Now, I didn't know that the story was true. Matilda, I guess, has more powers other than her able to use telekinesis. She's also psychic, as we learn that the evil stepsister is Miss Trunchbull. Hence, they made sure that they gave them similar noses. Okay, you caught me. I have a big nose, and I guess I'm wondering, why is it when portraying a villain, they have to have a big nose for us to understand that they're evil? Pan Ferris plays Miss Trunchbull in 1996 film, and let me tell you, in real life, she looks like the nicest lady, but her as Trunchbull, is terrifying, and she has a small nose in my opinion. I thought to myself, maybe this is how the character was written in the book. So I decided to go and check out how did Dahl describe her. And he wrote, She was a gigantic holy terror, a feast tyrannal monster who frightened the life out of pupils and teachers alike. There was an aura of menace about her, even at a distance, and when she came up close, you could almost feel the dangerous heat radiating from her as from a red-hot rod of metal. So why did they feel that they needed to add a prosthetic nose? Why did they feel Emma Thompson was right for this role? Because they could have cast an actress with a natural, bigger, muscular body. I'm not saying that the prosthetics aren't needed. For example, the father in the musical, he had big veneers, but I felt that helps you know instantly that he is fake, he is superficial. To me, there's a difference with something that you're born with versus something that you purchase a procedure to have done. Emma Thompson played Nanny McPhee, who had moles and added hair and a different nose, but the purpose of that was she was the ugliness of the children's behavior, and as they started to do more good, then her beauty was revealed, sort of like the enchantress in Beauty and the Beast. Their physicality had a purpose to the story. I guess this is the long way of me saying that I actually liked the musical and I would love to go see it live, but I believe that Emma Thompson was not the right choice to be playing Miss Trunchbull. And they were trying really hard to change her physically, but I guess it just shows that it's not how you look that makes it terrifying, it's what comes from within out. Anyways, darlings, that's it for today's episode. I would love to know, what are your thoughts on Matilda the Musical? And without further ado, take care, darling.